Hari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Kunja Bihari. Yashodanandana Vrajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravana Chari. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. If you're new here, my name is Dan. I was a monk for 10 years, more or less. I lived in Vrindavan Dham. I lived in Manhattan. I went around as distributed books. I chanted Hare Krishna. I did a lot of public chanting and dancing. Okay. And, then I decided I didn't want to be a monk anymore, just because, there's different reasons. There's external reasons, there's internal reasons. But one of the reasons is I didn't really like the leadership in the Hare Krishna movement. I didn't think it was top notch. At least I didn't agree with it, because I'm all about Harinam Sankirtan. It's like the most important thing. So if people didn't agree with me on that, then we just didn't agree. So I didn't agree. I don't agree with leaders in the Hare Krishna movement that don't put public chanting and dancing at the forefront. I just don't agree with them. So I would butt heads with a lot of the leaders in the Hare Krishna movement. So that's, it's one of the reasons why I left. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Okay. So let's read from Bhagavad-Gita As It Is. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaurabhata Vrinda. Okay, let's read from Bhagavad-Gita. I got some stuff I got to do, actually. I'm a little bit behind schedule. But, Srila Prabhupada says, if you want to stay spiritually strong, you need daily hearing and chanting. So if you're not daily hearing and chanting, you're probably not so spiritually strong. Let's just be real. The Lord is very kind to the living entities because they are his sons. We are all sons, guys. We're all related. Whether you like me or not, we're all related. Because there's one Father, the Lord, Krishna. So we're all connected, guys. We're all God's children. See, whether you like people or not, we're all connected. Some people are very judgmental in the Hare Krishna movement. And they're very judgmental. They'll look at you, they'll judge you. They'll be like, oh, who's your guru? Or how many rounds are you chanting? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. But the thing is, you're in no place to judge because you have an imperfect mind. So nobody's in any place to judge because your judgment could be skewed. You might think you're correct. You might think your judgment is correct, but it could be totally off. That's the problem. So I practice not judging. I do my best not to judge other people whatsoever. But it's just natural. You judge. You look at somebody. You're like, oh, look at this guy. He has no hair. His eyebrow looks like this. His nose looks like this. It's just human nature. We judge people. You're going to be like, oh, look at his face. Look at his body. Look at the way he talks. It's just, but I try to counteract that. I try not to judge people at all for their external and internals. Now, they say discrimination is the better part of valor. So of course you don't want to just hang out with anybody, right? You got to use your discrimination, but I just try not to judge people. It's a practice though, because it's so easy to fall into that trap of just being a judgmental, person. So Lord Krishna declares in the Bhagavad-Gita, Sarva Yaneshu Aham Bija Prada Pita. But if you're judging people on their body, then you don't understand spiritual life because we are not our bodies. So if you're judging someone on their body and stuff, you just don't understand. You don't understand spiritual life. Okay. I am the father of all. Of course, there are all types of living entities according to their various karmas, but here the Lord claims that he is the father of all of them. Krishna is the father of all of us, guys, whether you like it or not. We are all related. We are a family. We are a very dysfunctional family. That's why we go around and we hurt each other and stuff, but we're still family. Um, Therefore, the Lord descends to reclaim all of these fallen conditioned souls to call them back to the Sanatan eternal sky, so that the Sanatan living entities may regain their eternal Sanatan positions and eternal associates with the Lord. That's our goal, guys, to go back to the spiritual world and associate with God, Krishna, play with Krishna, dance with Krishna. You can even kiss Krishna if you're a gopi, right? If you have that bhav, not everybody has that bhav. Some people are like, cowherd boys. They just want to play with Krishna. They want to dance with Krishna. The gopis, they kiss Krishna, but it's transcendental. Like people can't understand that because we think about like we compare like God, we compare like the spiritual world with our experience in the material world. So like the material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Like in the spiritual world, they dance, they kiss, they do all things, but it's on the spiritual platform. It's hard to understand, so don't try to understand it. Don't try to look at it through your material perspective, right? I know it's deep. Therefore, the Lord descends to reclaim all of these fallen conditioned souls, to call them back to the Sanatan eternal sky, so that the Sanatan living entities may regain their eternal Sanatan positions and the eternal association with the Lord. The Lord comes himself in himself in different incarnations, or he sends his confidential servants as sons or his associates or acharyas to reclaim the conditioned souls. Okay, so either God comes himself to save the conditioned souls, or he sends his eternal associates like Srila Prabhupada, like Jesus, you could say. He comes to like Jesus came, right? He came to this planet and he spoke love of God. He was a servant of Krishna. He was one of Krishna's confidential servants, right? So like that. So either Krishna comes himself or he sends his servants. Like Jesus isn't God, Krishna's God. Jesus is the Son of God. There's a difference. Even in Christianity, some people think Jesus is God. Other people think Jesus is the Son of God. There's confusion even in Christianity itself. He sends his confidential servants as sons or his associates or acharyas to reclaim the conditioned souls. Therefore, Sanatana Dharma does not refer to any sectarian process of religion. It is the eternal function of the eternal living entities in relationship with the eternal supreme Lord. Sanatana Dharma refers, as stated previously, to the external occupation of the living entity. Ramanujacharya has explained the word Sanatan as that which has neither beginning nor end. So when we speak of Sanatan Dharma, we must take it for granted on authority of Sri Ramanujacharya that it has neither beginning nor end. The English word religion is a little different from Sanatan Dharma. Religion conveys the idea of faith, and faith may change. Yeah, like faith may change. Like one day you might be a Hare Krishna, one day you might be a Muslim. One day you might be a Christian. One day you might be whatever, a Scientologist. One day you might be see, faith can change, guys. That can change. One may have a faith in a particular process, and he may change the faith. He may change the faith and adopt another. Yeah. So you see that happens all the time, guys. That happens all the time, right? Like one day someone's a Hare Krishna, the next day they're a Christian, or one day someone's a Christian, the next day they're a Hare Krishna. This stuff happens all the time, right? So the faith may change, but Sanatana Dharma refers to that activity which cannot be changed. This is so deep, so powerful. For instance, liquidity cannot be taken from water, nor can heat be taken from fire. Similarly, the eternal function of the living entity cannot be taken from the living entity. Sanatana Dharma is eternally integral with the living entity. So when we speak of Sanatana Dharma, therefore we must take it for granted on the authority of Sri Ramanujacharya that has neither beginning nor end. That which has neither end nor beginning must not be sectarian, for it cannot be limited by any boundaries. Yet those belonging to some sectarian faith will wrongly consider that Sanatana Dharma is also sectarian. But if we go deeply into the matter and consider it in the light of modern science, it is possible for us to see that Sanatana Dharma is the business of all the people of the world, nay, of all the living entities of the universe. This is deep stuff, guys. Non-Sanatan religious faith may have some beginning in the annals of human history, but there's no beginning to the history of Sanatana Dharma because it remains eternally with the living entities. Insofar as the living entities are concerned, the authority of Shastra state the living entity has neither birth nor death. There's no birth, there's no death. The soul is eternal. The body, got a little bit of a cold. The body in the Gita, it is stated that the living entity is never born and never dies. He is eternal and indestructible, and he continues to live after the destruction of this temporary material body. In reference to the concept of Sanatana Dharma, we must try to understand the concept of religion from the Sanskrit root meaning of the word. Dharma refers to that which is constantly existing with a particular object. We conclude that there is heat and light along with fire. Without heat and light, there is no meaning to the word fire. Similarly, we must discover the essential part of the living being, that part which is his constant companion. The constant companion is his eternal equality, and what eternal quality is his eternal religion. When Sanatana Goswami said, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Sanatana Goswami asked Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about the Swarup of the living being, the Lord replied that the Swarup, or the constitutional position of the living being, is the rendering of service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, you're a servant of God. That's Sanatana Dharma. It doesn't matter what religion you profess to be, that function is the same for everybody. Whether you're an atheist, whatever your religion is, you're still a servant of God, regardless. That's Sanatana Dharma. Okay. See, the religion may change, your views may change, but your eternal position will never change. If we analyze the statement of Lord Chaitanya, we can easily see that every living being is constantly engaged in rendering service to another living being. A living being serves other living beings in two capacities. By doing so, the living entity enjoys life. The lower animals serve human beings as servants serve their master, right? Like, animals serve human beings, like horses, donkeys, cows, they all serve human beings, right? Okay. Like there's servant animals, like servant dogs, servant horses. So lower animals serve humans. Everybody serves. Okay. You can't get rid of the nature of service. Just like you're serving somebody. Who are you serving? Are you serving your boss? Are you serving your wife? Are you serving your husband? Are you serving your kids? Who are you serving? You're serving somebody, right? Rade rade. Just like I'm serving you right now. I'm serving you spiritual knowledge. See, we can't stop serving, guys. That's our eternal nature. Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't do requests. I don't share my lives with people. I don't do that. So a living entity serves living beings in two capacities. By doing so, the living entity enjoys life. The lower animals serve human beings as servants serve their master. A serves B master, B serves C master, C serves D master, and so on. Under these circumstances, we can see that one friend serves another friend. The mother serves the son, the wife serves the husband serves the wife, and so on. If we go on searching in this spirit, it will be seen that there is no exception in society of living beings in the activity of service. You can't escape service, guys. Who are you serving today? You're serving somebody, I can guarantee that. Like I'm serving you right now. Okay, I serve my clients. I do business. I serve my clients as well. See, you can't avoid service. I serve my family. I serve my country. I was a Marine. Semper Fi, do or die, baby. The politician presents his manifesto for the public to convince them of his capacity for service. The voters therefore give the politician their valuable votes, thinking that he will render valuable service to society. Yeah. The politician, like the president, like I will serve you, I will lower taxes, I will do this, I will do that, but they don't really do anything, but that's what they say. Okay. The shopkeeper serves the customer, the artisan serves the capitalist. The artisan. I gotta look up that word. What is artisan? Artisan definition. Definition. A worker. Okay, a worker in a skilled trade, especially one that involves making things. That's an artisan. Okay, a worker. A worker serves the capitalist serves the family serves the state in terms of the eternal capacity of the living being. In this way, we can see that no living being is exempt from rendering service to other living beings, and therefore we can safely conclude that service is the constant companion of the living being, that the rendering of service is the eternal religion of the living being. Yet man professes to belong to a particular type of faith with reference to a particular time and circumstance, and thus claims to be a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, or any other sect. You can see that all the time, guys. I remember Russell Brand. He was a Hare Krishna devotee at one point, the famous comedian, and now he's a Christian, right? He goes from Hare Krishna to Krishna and to Krishna to Hare Krishna. That's what people change their faith all the time, but you can't change the principle that you're a servant, right? Such designations are not Sanatan Dharma. A Hindu may change his faith to become a Muslim, or a Muslim may change his faith to become a Hindu, or a Christian may change his faith, and so on. But in all circumstances, the change of religious faith does not affect the eternal occupation of rendering service to others. The Hindu, Muslim, or Christian in all circumstances is a servant of someone. That's the eternal Dharma. You can't change the fact that you are a servant of someone, and ultimately you're a servant of God. So either you're a servant of somebody and you're serving your senses. Like if you're if you're serving lust, your lust will tell you, hey, go have illicit sex. And then you serve your lust. Okay. You serve your anger. Your anger is like, get angry, attack people. You're serving your anger. Okay. You can't avoid the nature of being a servant. Oh, we're supposed to read from Krishna book. Let's read from Krishna book. I'm way behind schedule, but spiritual life first. Spiritual life first. Okay. All right. Let's go. So from a practical experience, we can observe that one is attractive due to wealth, power, fame, beauty, wisdom, and renunciation. One who is in possession of all these 6 opulences at the same time, who possesses them to an unlimited degree, is understood to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These opulences of Godhead are delineated by Parashara Muni, a great Vedic authority. We have seen many rich persons, many powerful persons, many famous persons, many beautiful persons, many learned and scholarly persons, and persons in the renounced order of life unattached to material possessions. But we have never seen any one person who is unlimitedly and simultaneously wealthy, powerful, famous, beautiful, wise, unattached, like Krishna in the history of humanity. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is a historical person who appeared on this earth 5,000 years ago. He stayed on the earth for 125 years and played exactly like a human being, but his activities were unparalleled. From the very moment of his appearance to the moment of his disappearance, every one of his activities is unparalleled in the history of the world. And therefore, anyone who knows what we mean by Godhead will accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one is equal to the Godhead, and no one is greater than him. That is the import of the familiar saying, God is great. There are various classes of men in the world who speak of God in different ways, but according to the Vedic literatures and according to the great acharyas, the authorized persons versed in the knowledge of God in all ages, like Acharya, Shankar, Ramanuja, Madhva, Vishnu Lord Chaitanya, and all their followers by disciplic succession, all unanimously agree that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As far as we, the followers of Vedic civilization, are concerned, we accept the Vedic history of the whole universe, which consists of different planetary systems called Swarga Loka, or the higher planetary systems, Martya Loka, or the intermediary planetary systems, and Pataloka, or the lower planetary system. The modern historians of this earth cannot supply historical evidences of events that occurred before 5,000 years ago, and the anthropologists say that 40,000 years ago, Homo sapiens had not appeared on this planet because evolution had not reached that point. But the Vedic histories, such as the Puranas and the Mahabharata, relate human histories which extend millions and billions of years into the past. Yeah, if you're taking your knowledge and wisdom from like human beings on this planet, like, okay. they have limited knowledge, my friends. You have limited knowledge, I have limited knowledge, okay? For example, these literatures, we are given the histories of Krishna's appearance and disappearances millions and billions of years ago. In the 4th chapter of the Bhagavad-Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna that both he and Arjuna had many births before, and that he, Krishna, could remember all of them, but Arjuna could not. That's the difference between God and us, right? We can't remember our births. We've had many births too, but we can't remember them. Okay, some people, sometimes they remember a little bit of little pieces from their previous lives. Like there's been studies of that. Like some people can remember like bits and pieces, but I don't remember my previous lives. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember when I was born. I don't remember so many things. Like you don't remember so many things. Do you remember what you were doing exactly like 10 years ago at this point in time? No, you don't. Do you know exactly what you were doing 10 years ago? Like exactly at this moment in time? No, you have no idea. Just like I was in the Marines, and I don't even remember so much stuff that happened when I was in the Marines, because I was just thinking about how I was in the Marines recently. Then I'm going back and thinking about boot camp and everything I went through. I only remember bits and pieces. So we don't remember anything, but Krishna, he remembers everything. That's the difference. Okay. This illustrates that the difference between the knowledge of Krishna and that of Arjuna. Arjuna might have been a very great warrior, a well-cultured member of the Kuru dynasty, but after all, he was an ordinary human being. Whereas Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the possessor of unlimited knowledge. Because he possesses unlimited knowledge, Krishna has memory that is boundless. Krishna's knowledge is so perfect that he remembers all the incidences of his appearances some millions and billions of years in the past. But Arjuna's memory and knowledge are limited by time and space, for he is an ordinary human being. In the 4th chapter, Krishna states that he can remember instructing the lessons of the Bhagavad-Gita some millions of years ago to the sun god, Vishvasvan. Nowadays, it is fashion of the atheistic class of men to try to become God by following some mystic process. Generally, the atheists claim to be God by dint of their imagination or meditational prowess. Krishna is not that kind of God. He does not become God by manufacturing some mystic process of meditation, nor does he become God by undergoing the severe austerities of the mystic yoga exercises. Properly speaking, he never becomes God because he is the Godhead in all circumstances. Yeah, some people do a little bit of yoga and they read some philosophy and they think they're God, or they have a lot of material, like they're rich or something, they think they're God. But if they're God, then why do they have to die? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Within the prison of his material uncle, Kamsa, where his father and mother were confined, Krishna appeared outside his mother's body as the four-handed Vishnu Narayan. Then he turned himself into a baby and told his father to carry him to the house of Nanda Maharaj, his wife Yashoda. When Krishna was just a small baby, and the gigantic demoness Putana attempted to kill him, but when he sucked her breast, he pulled out her life. That is the difference between the real Godhead and a Godhead manufactured in the mystic factory. Krishna had no chance to practice the mystic yoga process, yet he manifested himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead at every step, from infancy to childhood, from childhood to boyhood, and from boyhood to young man. In this book, Krishna, all of his activities as a human being are described. Although Krishna plays like a human being, he always maintains his identity as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since Krishna is all attractive, one should know that all his desires should be focused on Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that the individual, person, I'll continue on tomorrow. Hare Krishna. That was great. I learned so much. See, the most important thing, I was going to ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT, like, what is the Hare Krishna movement all about? Like, what's the most important thing that the Hare Krishna movement teaches? And ChatGPT is smarter than a lot of people, smarter than devotees even, because some devotees don't realize this. ChatGPT said the most important thing is Harinam Sankirtan, the Yuga Dharma, and it said the most important thing is to always remember Krishna and never forget him. So Harinam Sankirtan and always remember Krishna and never forget him. That's what many of the Charyas said. Like the most important thing, always remember Krishna and never forget him. Plus the Yuga Dharma is Harinam Sankirtan. So what should you be doing? You should be doing Harinam Sankirtan, and you should always be remembering Krishna and never forgetting him. That's what you should be doing. Let me do my cartels. And then we're out. I got some business stuff I got to do. I got business because I got to live my life, man. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hare Bol Jai Shri Radhe Sham. Please accept my service. My dear Radhe Sham, please bless us because we are fallen souls. Hare Krishna.